Yeah, let's wait for people to join. I know it's random. I did not post it anywhere, so I thought of just going with the flow. I was going to work on two projects, one which we were working on yesterday, and one which I promised I will showcase. So let's wait for others to join. Meanwhile, if it takes time, then we'll just keep doing my random stuff. Okay, so I'll wait for the people. Mhm. Mhm. I'm just loading up the scene. I want to show you something. So there's a project what we were working on. We converted to Unreal Engine 5. So I'm just converting that back, and I was going to add something to it. So we have a project which we will remaster. I will share things about it, what it is, what I'm going to remaster, and then nice. Oh, come on. The suit I was looking at the asset pack, which is not made for 5.5 yet, which is sad. But no worries, we will just get it right for now. Mm-hmm. If you have, say hi. I can start with something while it's added. Where is the so I'll try copying pasting the content folder from one to other. I hope it works. If there's anything, if you're here, say hi in the chat or namaste. People are requesting I should do it in Hindi also. Mhm. Okay, let's try it out. Hmm. So I have downloaded. I hope it works. If it works, wonderful. I have awesome to show. There's like the one project you already seen, which I showed yesterday. So there is another project which I was really passionate about from a long time. I will share what the idea was about this project, and I have worked on it a little bit. There's a really I was a strange technique, but it works basically. I shared the demo project yesterday, so basically I will remaster it. So I will share how you can remaster a scene and what I suggest what you can do also. Yeah. Okay, it open. Let me see if it have the. I hope it works. I don't know if you can hear my PC screaming while this is opening. So while this is opening, I can show you what I was building. Okay, so if I share my screen, yep, I hope you can see this. So this one was I played this game long time back because I love Uncharted and uh, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, or even uh, our Indiana Jones. I saw the movie came and I knew there were old games. So what I planned about, remastering the level basically. Oh, so the long time back, like I think a year or 2 years ago, Machine Games gave the teaser to Indiana Jones, right? Let me full. So they gave a teaser that they are working on Indiana Jones games, and I'm basically passionate about it. So I thought I should make something related to Indiana Jones. So what I did, I picked their old game. I thought like I will pick their old game and I will remaster it to Uncharted and the Lara Croft level. But life happened, and so there are like bunch of things I tried before. I tried recreating it manually by modeling it, but it did not work. And I tried doing it using using different ripping software from the game. I tried that, it did not work. So what I did, I used scanning. Okay, so if I just give me a second, let me open up the project again. So if I, so this is the the project. Okay, so basically you see there are, it much does not make sense, but I will show you how it makes sense. So you basically go from here, and this character, it actually gave me the idea of the adventure character. So it can climb on things. It do not have other functionality, like going on the ledge and doing things. But there is a developer who is also making this thing. So I think you have seen it yesterday also. But this is the level. It do not make sense right now, but I will show you. You will say like, what? Right? So there is a temple. So basically it seems like temple ruin which we can polish and do things, which is awesome. So if I go back to the thing, so this was the Indiana Jones Emperor's Tomb, which I played this game. You can find it from sources, right? So they have old point and click also, like, which I decided first. I started with old point and click game, so which you can so I thought of like we can recreate it, right? uh and I can search for that also. Jones games walkthrough. So not the red circle. So if I look at the images, I think mostly this. So there is this one and this one, the Last Crusade. Okay, so the Fate of Atlantis is also good. So like if I, so it's like this. So what I loved about it is something like that. So you can it's a 3D version. So the old one is not 3D. It's pixelated 2D like that. Yeah, and it was good, and I like it. It was overall like this. Okay, so what I thought, like, we can create point and click, but in 3D space, right? So there are like apps which you can use, but overall you will have, these have a lot of details in there, which I loved about. So it had a lot of details and puzzles and everything, which could be created in details. That's something like that. So you see, if you have an environment like this, if you would like to make it in 3D this much, first I thought about this, but then it's like it will take a lot of time and alone how much I will do. So I decided to go with this. So if I just show you what it is, so, okay. So we start from here, and you'll see it have, okay. So it's like totally uncharted type stuff. So you'll see now, you from here. See, now it makes sense. You will understand now what it is, what's happening in here. So basically, this is like old, right? So this is like old school, like block out and very low poly, but we can create something really nice out of it. Yeah, so I will just quickly do this. And there is this vegetation, some PCs, and there are some, yeah. So yes, this is the total level. So it's the level is basically you come here, you find a sword, and then you come back, and then you chop off these roots, and then you know swing, come here and chop off these, and that's where part one. So I decided to make it till here. Okay. So this is for the exterior one. It goes way longer. Then you go inside and then you reach to the temple, which can increase the scope of the things, but I didn't want to. So I just wanted to keep it till there. So where you just go inside the temple. Didn't wanted to make the inside. And for this was the one, and I also decided to. So when you come back here in the game here. So if you see here, so they have office of Indiana Jones. Like it's interior, it's a classroom basically. There's a bunch of props are there, and I thought like this will be it will be a good for you see that there are like very low poly props and everything. So I thought of making this or showcasing this as a interior or architectural scene. So these two are thought of making that time. So I will make tutorial also. I will make maybe make it in boot camp showcase and make it till the current level. So these were the two scenes. Okay, so nothing much, but yeah. So you saw the first part, the very first part. So basically this is the scene what you have seen. So what I did, if you ask me how I did it, basically, so what I did, I converted this video into sequence and then took it to any 3D scanning software. You can take use any of scanning software. So I put all the sequence in there, but it broke. So what I did by like imagine this one camera scene is going in one place. So what I did, I scanned multiple pieces like piece by piece. So now if I show you in Unreal, I think for now it will be one piece because I combined everything in Blender, but it these are like separate pieces in there. So basically what I did, I scanned this part, then this piece, and then here, then piece by piece, basically. So all these were separately, and some piece which were not texture, I placed some mesh there. So basically, this is the whole level. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We will talk about how we can create this level from scratch, and what I have is a asset pack which was free a few months ago. Let me open my Epic store. I will show you. Okay, so it's here. So these were like free a month or two ago. Okay, so you'll see this have ruins and everything. This is perfect for that. So I thought like I can use this. In the start, I wanted to make everything from scratch, like it's to showcase how to make things. I'm still not fully happy with the stuff in there, but overall, it could be still be a good placeholder for our thing, which we can you know go beyond. So it do not have accurate trees, foliage and details, but overall architecture piece I would say we can still. So if we keep the original video in mind, so I don't have the, so if we go back and they actually show Maybe it is the other one. Let me open the. There is this one also. So I think this is the full one. So what they do, they show. So what I wanted to show is, so they pan the camera from here, you know, where it is. In this gameplay or other gameplay maybe. So they pan this camera, so there are like 10 temples on the far end of the place there. They did not show here. Why they did not show in the start? No, they did not. In one gameplay, I don't know if it's same gameplay. Maybe in the other one, uh, I've seen videos because I remember I've seen. So basically, there are temples on the far end. Uh, Copy. Because I don't have the game right now, so which I can show. So there is chapter one, maybe this one. So yeah, this one. So you see here. So you see there are like further there is a temple, there is another temple, and there are cliffs which could be matte or simple mesh, and we don't need to create them in full detail. But the closer one we have to, for no reason there is a skeleton. And what I thought about also in the in Uncharted, you go by jeep. Like imagine a jeep is standing behind, like where basically there's a path coming from somewhere there, right? The path coming from there, and then you stop there, and then you get down from jeep and you come here, and there might be stairs and stuff like that. So we could make a forest path if we come here and then we reach here, stuff like that. So this was basically the idea of this. So first we can go through both of the ideas how we can do this. I would say we can use both of them. Like imagine again I want to remaster this or recreate the whole thing uh, using our main tools, because all these cliffs and everything, those will be terrain or meshes. It could be anything. Like imagine uh, if we want to utilize the terrain, so then these all will be the terrain. So let's just let me just save as. We'll just jump into it, and I will say scratch sc. Okay, it's from scratch. Okay, so if I need to block this out, I have this roughly this thing. Okay, so the most of the part can be covered using terrain. Surely we need terrain to go through, right? And then the rest of the part can be attached to it. So it's mostly this. If we look from top, so this whole thing can be a terrain, and other things can be meshes. The cliff mesh, we surely need to place cliff meshes around this to support it. But overall we do need terrain. So if I say like what we can do, we can so see this the player gets on the top here, the player can come down. Okay, or when player go inside, we can turn them, go them, send them in, and get them out from here. Okay, so those means, because there will be a waterfall, player don't know that you have a place to go inside. So what you can do, you can simply, you know, we can turn this inside path where you have this, and we can turn it to this way rather than other way. Turn it this way, and from here you get here and then get out from here. This inside piece, you come from here inside and then you come out of the waterfall, and then this loop continues. Okay, and then imagine the player want to get back to the place where it started. We can, implement something from here, like, because this is closed, and then you have to come back from here, and then they jump on top of it here, climb on top of it here, and from the top, uh, yeah, we continue uh, behind this cliff. We have the path, and the path leads to, from behind the statue here. There was a statue here, no? So the last statue is here. From behind it we come here. Okay, so when you were going, you won't see it, or maybe it is higher up, which you cannot climb, but then you can walk, and then you can jump here and come back to the spot. So it's like a tiny level we made. Okay. So to start with, we need a landscape. Okay. So we need to know how big the landscape we need. And before, what I can do, I can move it, because this is a single piece, and this, we have a single player controller. So I will move it to the center. We'll go to the top. Where is the center? Okay, where this point is meeting is center. So I will say okay. And even though this is ending here, we can continue it down. Okay, so this is on the mountain, and which it said. Okay, let's go, and I will try playing and make sure it is running. Yes, it's working. Okay, so I will now create a landscape. Doesn't matter if the landscape is there. It's just so funny, like I remember in Unity where you have to create this landscape a little bit above on the floor. Now I don't know if it's changed or not, but it was pain. And also, I think it is good, and we can do this, and we get the double. I think big enough, but we can make it bigger. Mhm. Okay, let's take a little bit bigger. Okay, so how to calculate it? There is a chart on the internet for this, how big this should be. Okay, now we have it. So what we need to do, it's really simple. You have the sculpt, and you have flat and ramp and stuff, so which we can use to create the thing. Okay, and I will, you can, so I will not go basics of the tool, but I will simply, and are there used to be, so like imagine you want to use the ramp, so you can drag and drop here. Okay, and imagine I take this one, and you can set the width, how much width you want. I mean, I will uh, keep it like this much only. Okay, and I move this here. Imagine the ramp is here. I don't know if you can press alt or do something like that. No, I think with PCG you can do a lot more stuff with this. And I bring it here, and then you say add ramp, and what it does, it you know, you see, you know what it does. It add a ramp. So similarly, what we can do, we can bring it up here, and we can bring this here. So where we need the ramp, and we can say add ramp. So it's gonna add it. So like that we can keep editing the path. I think it snapped to the terrain. So we need to, and there used to be, if there is, okay, so let me just sculpt it, and once we have something here, we can use flatten, and once we click here, and then it just flatten the surface. Okay, so that's I will just make it here. So we flatten, and you where you click, it sample the height from there, and then rest of the things around it, it gonna make it. Okay, okay, and yeah, so we can surely smooth out the rest of the sides in there, and you don't need to exactly make all the steps. Like even this can be skipped because there are other things. Means these stone pieces can be uh, basically modeled, and those could be meshes, and meshes can be used to place things, but it's all up to you if you wish to use the cliff, you can. Okay, and similarly I will create the terrain and all the other areas, and because here it will be the water flowing and water going somewhere at least, and we can show this water going inside this cliff here, and then go come here and come out from here where we are turning the cliff. Yeah. So we come here, and let me pump up the strength. I'm using mouse, it's okay. Try to use mouse here, and because there will be cliff all over here, and then I can click on flatten, and I can simply quickly create cliff alike structure, which we can make more higher slowly. Okay, and you need patience. It cannot be done in any other way. So you need patience to achieve this. Okay, and I will. This was a tree, but we can make it more higher. Thus, this cliff is supposed to be more higher. So we can make it, and I will maybe match these here. So this could be covered by the cliff rocks and everything, right? If this not make, we can make it more outwards because it's our scene, and we don't need to make it exactly how it is. But it's a good reference in there. So let's make these floors. Let me see where it is. So, yeah. So most of this area is leveled here. Okay, and it's good. And we'll make it flatten. And this is whole. And then there's another fun part is what you can do. You can make it higher. You can cover this up, and you can actually make holes in the terrain using this visibility. Okay, so don't worry if you have to make cliffs here. Like if you have to make like go terrain like this, which is totally fine. Okay, so this is, I will show you in a minute how you can make. And because there will be higher cliffs, so you add and here, because the visibility hole we can cover with the meshes of cliffs or the structures and everything. The same goes for this also. And we can simply cover this up. We're gonna make it more higher on this side. Hmm. And it is matching here. And more higher maybe. We just need to make a dip of terrain here. Because terrain help with the growth, so when you're gonna paint on the surface, it's gonna help you with the growth. So growth, you mean like grass and other place things you're gonna place on top, it's gonna help you with that. And most of the part will be covered by cliffs. And again, you don't need to, because this can be made by mesh. Okay, it's not mandatory to use the terrain, but it's good to use the terrain, because some part can be terrain and some part can be cliff mesh in general. And I'm gonna make it more taller, so we have higher cliffs. Right, so here, and this is where we're gonna paint the hole, so we can simply make the cliffs. Okay, it look like the that Minecraft. Surely, like if you have made some things in Minecraft, this will be too much fun for you. And we need to bring the cliff on the back. And let me know who else is here. Hello, 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 double snow. Hello, I cannot read your name. Hello. How are you? Thank you very much for being here. And you can watch recap a little bit, go back, and we are remastering this scene. If you have any question about this, why we are doing it, what we are doing it, and you will know, and you can ask any question if you have. Okay. This was like on hold from a long time, so this I will planning to turn into community project, where my mentees gonna build all the things and I'm gonna show them how to make all the good stuff. Okay, so if you participate, you can join our Discord server and you can ask things there as well. So I'm just making the clips around so we can make the covering. So here was the path. Hmm. And I will just simply. So this is like again, like yesterday I was saying, this is the branch for world art. Basically, there are in environment art there are like multiple departments. So biome artists or world artists, we work with terrain. I worked with for a few years. I worked on only on terrain and sculpting paths, rivers, and mountains, placing foliage in areas, stuff like that. So that was my job for few years, which is not as glorious as sound because creating a set is still awesome. But what if you only get to work with this? Cannot complain. And this is also a skill on itself. It takes time to understand, learn, and I enjoy it. That's why you see me making more environment than making individual assets. So that's fun for me. I love it. Okay. Yeah. So like I would say like it's there. Like let me show you the visibility thing. Yeah, so we need a path here, right? So let me just smooth this a bit. And I have it here, and you have this visibility. And just keep in mind because the each pixel in the terrain is 1 meter. Right? So if I don't have we don't have layer, we can add layers actually. Okay. And but mm, do we have add or remove? It says red we have to add or so we can add multiple layers in here, but we have selected it. And it say let me try adding visi. There is not we can, it's, it's weird because we need a layer. I don't know. In until 4 it says there are some area visibility disabled because you don't have landscape visibility mask node. Okay, so there is something it's linked to the material, which is fine. We can do it later on also. So we don't have a shader yet. So what I can do, I can then just simply make the path for now, and we can simply later on decide to sculpt it again to cover it. Okay, so for now let me just simply I'm gonna make a path like Moses. And yeah, so as we decided, we can create a path from top and from here. So this becomes the part of level design in here. Yeah. And as we know already what all we need, and I'm just gonna smooth out some of the part. Yeah. And I'm also again I'm in the favor of there is a path from forest to basically you come here, and this is all forest and cliff. So you come from here, and then in this side also you can see the mountains, and you go up. The crazy me. And I will just, if I try to make a ramp from here, and let's say add ramp. Okay, and let's say add. Now like this, we can make it Things flatten here. Okay, in the larger area, but overall, like you see, the car basically come from the forest. The have you seen the electric demo from Epic? So that's basically, I will show you. If I PCG electric electric dreams demo. I think this is the one. Yeah, you see. Right. So, and they also have somewhere the car running around. So basically, they have in this area the not this one. They had a demo where they had the car also like running around in this thing. But you get the idea. Like basically, this there's a dense forest like this, and then you get on top your jeep, and then this is the end point because you cannot go further than this from here. And you park your jeep here, halt, and then you see a beautiful vista like you see in Uncharted, right? So you see a vista there, and then from here you see that statue on top of here, and then you walk up top, and then you see the temple beauty here, and then you come down, and surely that's the only possible way you go in. And then you see something, some structure again here, and you go in, and then you see a giant doorway, some structures here, and then you cannot go in, and you have to find a way. Maybe that's not the way in. Like maybe we want to incorporate that machete thing, and yeah, so there is this fountain of youth, and then on top you go and you find a machete there. You come down through here, come down, and you cut it, and then rather than going this direction, I suggest we cut to this direction, and we come down a little bit. Okay, and we send the player in here. Okay, from here you come out. Okay, it's like, oh, there is a shortcut here, and then but you want to get back, you cannot get back from here. So you go in, you get on top, and from here when you reach back here, or from here you get on top of here, or from, because um, there might be, we can, might not be visible, but from here player just jump down. But if we can send player into other direction now. So once you have finished this thing, then like in the game cutscene, this fall down this thing, and once this structure fall down, you have this, you can climb up top here, and from this roof you can get down here. We can make a cliff, and then you can walk, and you can jump from on top of this statue near from this. You can jump here back here, and then you can go back to jeep, and that's mission successful. That's like a level design type of narration type of thing, which I know I get into too much, but I really enjoy this type of thing. So it's not, I no longer enjoy creating single assets, uh, but this type of environment storytelling type of things I enjoy more now. Okay, so yeah, so this is basically it, and that's how you paint the terrain. And we can try adding, just give me a second, I will try adding a visibility layer on the landscape shader. Okay, and we already had a landscape shader, so we'll take it from our village. So we have landscape, so I copy it, and we have our where is the okay, adventures here. Okay, inside I will create a material, and from here, copy here, open. Let's see if we can add. Let's see if we have visibility. Visibility mask is here, and we add this to, we have alpha metallic. Let me see, this is the first time I have to add. Let me check quickly. Unreal. And it's showing here if in the landscape scald visibility, but yeah, this is same thing. Yeah, so this is why opacity is not on. Here do we have to turn on the, okay, do we have to add mask here? Let's try. So we got two layers here, and what we can do, we can add another one for the dirt is there, and then this is path, we can call it rock, because grass and rock weigh most, and the third we can call it path. Okay, and I will duplicate it. Path can be path color, but rock we can change to more brownish. Okay, so we have three colors. And yeah, so here on the rock we don't need anything, path we don't need anything, grass is only. Rock we can add pebbles. Again, from here you can add you can duplicate this one, and you can add, this is grass, and you can add you can add in here, right? And you can come down here, there's a place to give layer name. There's a way to give, like, which layer you wanted to, link. So there used to be a name. Okay, so we'll check color density, override materials, I believe not the material. but there used to be a name. Basically, you can give which layer should spawn on, basically. But now we'll just assign. Come back. We have it. Okay, and now let's come to landscape. So we have a hole. Nice. So let's just go and we flatten it up again. We'll turn on the layer because we haven't made the layers yet. Landscape layers. That's why it's we need to smooth it up. It will not work somehow because if it's too steep, it's gonna have single pixel. So then we're gonna have a long hole, which we don't want. Okay, so we get a hole here, and here also we can add a hole. Nice. And we can undo this one. I can show you here because it's so steep here. So if I go and paint the visibility, you'll see. So this will get into bad shape. So that's why it need to be a bit authored. Okay. I cannot make it smaller. Why? Okay. You can make it a little bit bigger because we can cover it with the other things, but sometimes it do not help us. Okay, so just do it best way possible. Now we have hole on the both side. Cool. I hope it is fun. And now for the layers, uh, there should be this should be automatically. We can save it. So like weight blend layer, and we can save it. Grass, and we can yeah. So it should normally automatically take it. Otherwise, asking yeah this path. We need to add another one. So rock. So is it rocks or rock? Or cliff? I don't remember what we added another layer. No, is it? In adventure landscape. Okay, that's why, because I remember we added. Where did we add it? Not sure. And we call it rock. And same, we can all drag duplicates as well. And I can assign 0 to both path and the other one, and I can delete this one. And let's save it. And if we come back to landscape, there's rock, which is good. And we can save it. And this one. Oh. Path goes and where's the rock? That's weird. Okay. So yeah, so you can paint holes, and now we can simply for all these, like we did previously, we can create boxes, we can create spheres and platform to get get all the other things in place. Okay, but I would like to, you know, um, make the other thing first. So rather than jumping in there, so I will use the pack we have, because it takes a lot of time. So save all. Now I will save this as, I'm going to call it remaster. Okay. Now, if I show you the tempo of Cambodia, overview in exterior, less. So here, so this was the asset pack which was available for free month ago. So we're gonna use this. So this already have a bunch of stuff. So I'll quickly assign this and show you how you can create it. I don't think this have playable character. Yeah, it just have camera fly through. Lighting seems to be broken, which is not an issue. We don't need. And they have added decals. That's weird. But you can simply make a mask or asset thing. Mm, in a single shader, you can assign on top. But it's fine. So overall, like I really like the overall aesthetics of this, which can be used in there. Okay. So let me get back to our thing. Okay. So we have this is our thing. So I will open another content browser, so we don't have to. I have this here. Yeah. So we have temple comedy and we have materials, and if we have what these are like base materials, I think. And we'll see. I'm trying to look for this foliage. There's this base materials. Where do they have the landscape one? This we don't need. Light functions, textures not required. Did they assign the base material? What? They could have assigned, I think they might have meshes only. Oh, yeah. So this is not a landscape. They don't have a landscape or what? No, they don't have landscape there at all. So so these are all meshes basically, which is not optimal if I say so. But they have made it. I've seen the demo they have made. It run perfectly, so we don't have a problem. But they have a lot more assets. Okay. Okay, no worries. Let's go back now. So I will, for now, I will hide the landscape for now. Okay. And first we will place the assets we have here, which we think could be nice. Okay. And I will wait the okay, and I will look at the environment, and there are like rocks, which is good. Debris is good. Why it's debris? Column is okay. This is the path basically. Okay, surely we can use it on the spline also. On blueprint we can turn it, twist it as per the spline as well. Pots we don't need yet until we have decoration. These are rocks are good. So this type of statues are nice also. Nice elephant. We can place this one here also. Yeah, there are like a lot of. Okay, let's start somewhere. We have to. Okay. So one is we can start from this area or maybe this area, because the temple start to visible from here. Okay, and there are two type of entrance which I love, and like let's see how big it is. We will bring it here. Because this is like temple pieces we have, and then I will keep the 5 degree on. Again, this can be changed as per our requirement. I just need to see if our player can fit through it or not. Okay, I will play. Where did it go? It seems smaller, no? It's really small. We need it double the scale. So I'll move it to the other side. Start from here. Might be same on the both sides. And I'll lock it a 1.5. It seems small compared to the size of player. I will bring the player in here, so we don't have to run again and again. Yeah, this seems right. Yeah, this is a correct scale. it's overall smaller than the previous one. So yeah, so this is basically a good start. From here we can start developing. So there is a wall for the entrance, and there is this one also, which we can replace it with. I can simply select this one and say use this one, because this will give us a wall also. Roof we don't need, and there were the stairs. It's really named, and we can try stairs one. Okay, and okay, place it here. Or select these ones and try. These are small. Yeah, these are small ones. It's fine. Move it inside. Okay. So yeah, so this is basically because the other part of the background will go, and so that's why I'm keeping it here. And this is like totally we are free to use all the all the things we have, so we can just build it. So we have a wall here, which can simply be this. And surely, and before this we can make a folder. It's a level 01, and we create a entrance. Okay, and then we can right click and we can say make current folder. And what happens is whatever the mesh we place go directly into this folder, and we say entrance. Okay, so now everything will stay organized. Right, so yeah, so this is basically, so it stay the similar aesthetics are there for both of them, left and right. No, good. If you're still here, like you can watching, just say hi in the comments. Ask me if you have any doubt, and if you want to know what we are doing here, I love to answer. I will duplicate it on the other side. And this can be duplicated multiple times for this part at least. The behind we can keep the cliff if we are doubtful like what we want to have behind. So we can keep the cliff still there. So these holes will start to make sense. And here we have a type of entrance. So let's try this one. Yeah, so there's some altar type of thing. You can just, you enter the house and you have this altar there, and I will pick this one, move it on the other side. So this thing, kind of placing the assets and building things are called level art also. Okay, so it's basically is a separate area of work in our Mirror. Cool, and surely we have stairs. Maybe I will use the small ones. Okay, and I will duplicate it maybe. Nice. Move it a little bit forward. We can bring the entrance a little bit closer so we don't have to close that gap. It's cool. And then we have, let's see if we have other stairs. These are good also. And is not required. And these are the, so we are using these so we can have different type of stairs. We surely need to match it afterwards, a lot of stuff, because there are a lot of things and many things not gonna match, and we have to fix that. I'm planning, like, if I just cut, if I should just cut that one stair. Cool. Okay, like it. And we just need to fill this. Do we have any wall or something? Tempo stump is not dodge, it's not required. ground. Not for now. Wall is different one. We have this wall, so could be utilized. I'll make it again 1.5, which will match with the other details around. Here, so there was, we use this ground. And local. And just to cover. So we have our entrance finished, I hope. And if I game hidden in game, we forgot to. Okay, so this is okay. This hole is left is okay, and so it's inside the cliff, so we might not be able to. So we have to fill the back. It's just simple. We can place this plane on the back. What is here? Nice. What is it? Is it preview written on there? Cool. So yeah, so this is good. This is good. And this one. Stairs. Are there smaller ones? I thought this tile ground, when you scale, it's gonna tile the texture also, but it is not, which is sad. But it's fine for now. We forgot to cover this one, so we'll cover this one. Folio. And where is our hmm. So this is a tree and there is some debris. Debris we will place later on. I just want to place the structures. And this is another entrance we planned. Not entrance, exit. So this is good. So I would say let's move on. And I will open the video also where we had it to show you what is it actually. Okay, so there's this statue. So there's this temple. Maybe it's a death trap. Basically, the stones are fallen, but there are spikes there. This is natural. This is a pathway, and then we have temple. So the pathway is it's simple. This could be simply cliffs and rocks, and here I can add pathway, and then we can create new folder called tempo, which will have make current folder. So whatever we place now will come here. Okay. So we can change the area as per our requirement. We sure there are walls, platforms, and we'll see what other meshes we have which we can utilize. Not a sculpture. There are temple. I think there are blueprints already made, or made with the nice. They have woman and man also. Yeah, this one blueprints already made. We can try using them if our player so these can be placed in between the columns, I believe. And storm over, they have enough column. And what other column they have? Usually I like things in single folder. All the different meshes and everything should be in the single folder so we can have place them easily. Now we have to keep looking for them again and again. This is why the companies do not prefer asset packs, because when they create, they document it, they know where the things are. But overall, Again, I will make it, I'll scale things at 1.5 because I think it's can you make it 2. Yeah, it reached till the top roughly. This is, I don't think it's good for the fidelity because the texture gonna look bad. But it reached till the top, so I don't care. Let's get this here. I wonder if they have stairs like this. I can open their overview level and we can check if what all different assets they have. Yeah, for now I will save it. Let me just save more and let me quickly look at the overview. Okay, so they have these columns, this doorway we have seen, sculpture we have seen, stairs. So they don't have stairs with the sides, proper stairs with the sides. They have these which we can utilize. This can help in the places. I think they have their demo on the level 80. I think we have to use these columns along with these or these on the side for, so this is also not, why it is all look blurry. The trees are not those trees. This we can utilize. Yeah, this top can work as pathway. Okay, let's get back. So these two columns are there. Yeah, so see, this fits perfectly at 1.5. Let's try placing prefabs. We need Okay, so we can see it. So this is a pathway basically, and we can duplicate it and we can turn it this way. We don't want to take it to the other way. But if we want to make it like this, still possible. But do we have temple with the entrance? Yeah, we can go inside this. Yeah, let's try this one. So this have entrances. Which we will close for sure. That's 1.5. Why not this one 1.5? We can, but I will show you what I'm trying to do. So basically we have a path which when you enter and which goes the other way. I want to make it this way. And so I want player to go this way. So what will happen, and we have here under the fountain path which we will match. I want to see what other we have. We can duplicate this one and create a version. Even if you don't want to keep this one, maybe if you don't want to keep this one, we can, I can select this, duplicate this one. Okay, and we open, or we can edit it in the viewport also, I think here. So let me, so if I have, so we have this entrance here, and we don't want to go, it's like 90-degree piece of a scene. So if we do, we have here, remember in some if it's not a level blueprint, then because if you make it scene blueprint, you can edit it right in here in viewport. It's okay. Here we can select this piece, and we want player to enter from here and exit from this side, okay, rather than have a room. So I can bring it here. I alt drag, it did not work. It's weird. Come here. This one I can delete. Okay, so now what happened? I can place it for sure 1.5 because it's not big enough. Slightly here. And we can do the same thing here this with this also. Duplicate this one here. And we can edit this one also. If you don't want this wings on top, we can delete those as well. And it will be underground and we need to close the sides also. So where is our player? And we say move to here and we create a new folder called exit 1. Here's our player. Let's move it inside here. Okay, there's a collision issue. It's an invisible collision. Okay, so this one is, so this mesh was, and then from here we go this way, from here this way, we ended up in this cave. Okay, and then we can come out from there. And also, like, we don't need to keep it this way. We can create this maze inside where player can go run around and go anywhere until they find a path. So we can choose not to bring them here and send them the other way, and then they keep running, or maybe create a puzzle to then to get them out here. Yeah, so this is just, so let's just keep it simple for now. So this thing is there, but it's affecting the player still. So what we can do, I know what I did. In here I have collision. I will turn it off. Collision. Okay, let's try now. Nice collisions, guys. And from here we can make a hole in the terrain. We need stairs here, or maybe we can push it down. but I think stairs will be nice. Pushing this up also. So we have stairs. And we have stairs. So we will stairs, stairs. No. Here, let's just we're adding stairs here. So I think you got the hang of it. Just scaling it a bit, so matching the area. I don't think here we will have terrain here. I think we will match the terrain with, we can make cliff higher, and we can add floor and those walls inside like we have outside. Okay, and okay, so what I mean by this, like imagine this sides and the floor we don't have in here, so that also we can do the same. I can, you know, duplicate this one, come to this viewport version of it, and we need a few things in here. So there is floor, that's one, and we had not this wall but leaf. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it, match it with these. I don't know, alt drag is not copying it. Oh, I'm so habitual to duplicate it with alt drag. There's this theme, but we can later on cover this up. Ah, come on. One, two. I don't think there will light come there, but just to be sure that we don't see anything, just wanna cover the backside. It's good to for the light leak also. If it's gonna give us any trouble, then we. Okay, so we have this, this, and we select this one. Can't we just simply replace it? Okay, we can. We select this one, this one, this one. Right click, replace selected actor with this one. Voila. So now, and these stairs also we can add it in there itself if we want to. But here it is. Again, we can add similar structure everywhere. So basically the player can just keep running around in circle. Yeah, come here and let's make a hole here. And let's smooth it a bit. Visibility. We can duplicate this one to go further, and also we can anyway. I think that this cliff can go higher. We don't need to make the visibility pass, and I will undo it. What I can think is this can go higher and it can cover up the whole thing. Let me and the whole thing will be covered. So it's underneath, so we can directly come out. Here surely we need some resolution. Nice. And here it's fine because this it's mostly tempo. Mesh can cover it up, but even if we want to, I can go around and make a cliff here as well. So it's like it could be the thing. It's like made chopped off from the rocks of the wall, like the walls of the cliff are engraved, and they made all these in there, like Petra temples. So that also type of thing can be done here. This all depend on art direction, how they want things. So we can make it that way, or we can just simply fully engraved it in the cliff, and then we can paint the visibility mask here. Just here, and then inside we don't need. Inside we have floor, the stairs. I see we need to bring like that's why I said like we can add these stairs itself in the blueprint, so we don't have to place them again and again. Okay. Yeah, so this path is fine, but I'm thinking is here what how we can make a path from here. Imagine this is here. Go down. How can we you come on top here and then you come here? Got this, or we can make a path from here, but this way it make more sense. Here somehow we get the player here, get the player here, and then player can jump on this place here, basically here. Cool. Yep, so this is basically from here the player can jump, so we have our level completed somehow. Again, these temple pieces are not as per the plan, so let's just go back and see how. Was it this one, or we had a smaller one? No? Yeah, this one was. So you enter. So it's mostly cliff and it doesn't matter. So we can set dress and make it as per our requirements. Your landscape should have been more. There should have been landscape shader, honestly, in the pack. I mean, so let me smooth this out, and I will make a hole in the cliff. Again, I will not worry about the stairs because we will add it in there. But yeah, so overall is things are there. We just need to replace. And let me show you a entrance. So as I said, like we are building a path. We'll not just leave it simply like that. Yeah. And yeah, so this basically there will be a dense forest here, and then you see there is a cliff, and you far away you see the other mountains, and from here also you can see the other mountain. Like in the game, I will show you. Because this is what more interested me in this one. So this vista actually interested me more than anything else. So you see there they have ugly mountains here, but these can be a cutout, simple alpha meshes with the mountains. We can create those in 3D, but we have to bake it because having terrain does not make sense there. Okay. So all the people who are watching, say hello. I want to hear from you. Who else who is watching? Say hello, and so I know who is watching. And if you have any question, you can ask. I don't need to talk to myself. Okay, so this Vista is what interests me more, and I'll show you one fun thing. While I was doing R&D for this, mm, Sketchfab, Encore, yeah, Encore. So there are while I was doing R&D on this, I think this is AI generator. I think so. I found this uh, temple, right? So it's not really beautiful, but it is really useful for the distant, the one we had right now. This one, see here. So it was so much funny when I found it. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. This is for the idea of self dressing, like how we can make the entrance of our it's like more destroyed and thing. So this will so the nice, and we had this also, right? Another. So this could be the second temple on the left there. No, oh no, not good at all. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So now, so again, for the Vista, we know it will be uh, landscape plus alpha cards. So we can sculpt it, and we can make the cliff go more lower than this, and so we can make the path. It take patience to create all the path slowly, but it's worth it. And let me just quickly make and I will flatten. Okay, so I'm leaving some part, but rest I will make it seems like it is on the cliff. And from here we can, and another thing we can do is come here, and we can press Control 1. So this will set up a bookmark. So whenever you have we are here, you can press 1 and you can come back and see how it looks. Overall, we don't need, but some part of so this is this whole surrounding. We can simply send it down. It doesn't matter how it's on the surrounding. So you can simply wherever it is visible matters. I think here you can set the target also. So imagine I want to keep everything on this level, then it works that way. So now I can just click and make things flatten easily. And we don't need this like that, and again we can make it this one. You see we see thing, and we can make it more deep if we want to, and we can do this. It's like we have making mountain and cliffs. I don't have the tools installed, world creator or world machine or Houdini. But what we can do, we can take this in this, see. So we can take this in, and we do a erosion pass on this, and so it will look more natural once it have erosion pass on this. So what erosion do, it give a natural look to the cliff, and we surely need to use. Okay, so basically, yeah, so this is where from the level start, and it go up, and you reach here where you see the vista. Simply we can have bunch of basically I'm trying to create simple noisy mountain structures. It doesn't need to be accurate. Again, we're gonna later on take it to world machine and we can control it. Basically what I'm trying to do is basic let me go to selection mode so I can show you. So basically I'm making this slope shape from which we'll see those temples on the distance. Kind of composition way you can, if you can understand or visualize what I'm trying to say. We actually have noise also here. If you want, there's erosion. I never used it. We will add some interesting shapes basically. Could you? Yeah. So this is for me. It is good. We have some mountains, and we can surely when we'll do the erosion, and we can protect this area which we don't want to, and the other one we can. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So yeah. So this is good. I think for this one, and I actually recorded this for the my mentees also, so they can go in and they continue this. So I recorded in that sense also. They can do it. Yeah. No? As per the idea, they can continue developing this further. But next time, if I do it with this week, we'll do it again. I will show you how to, do the rest of the part. Like in, the cliff can be chopped off here to show the tempo, and it can cover up also by placing some things here. And platform, there's nothing else than this plane can be act as platform. If they have any other things, surely more can be added. And what else we have here? If I just quickly place these pieces, and this we surely need stairs. It does not go anywhere. Do we have any other with the sculptures, or is this is the only one? I think that is the only one with the sculptures. So just quickly duplicate it here as well. And we can go behind the dome like this, which is not good for the visual aspect of the thing we are making. Because player gonna reach from here. Let's try if this work or not. 5 degree only I rotate. So basically you can say like player can jump from behind there to this side. Okay, let's try. So you come from here, you see the temple, and then you see this. This is good. This is good. And we just need to make a little bit more space. And again, we can join the inner corridor here from the other side if we want to make the maze, if we want to. Otherwise, this will never end. Because I want more, give me more, give me more. Let's see. Okay. There was path, but path will not work here. That's the problem. And we don't have temple with proper good roof. So what do they have on the top? Let me try. Shoot. I'm going to look into this. So I'm duplicate this one. And I want to see if I remove this one. Yeah, we have a platform which is noise. Oh, there are. I will just duplicate these. Okay, compile, save. Let's take this one. It make our life easier. Right. Bring it here. Duplicate it. Duplicate it once more. And we got the thing. And we'll put it up. or and just make it fully. Yes. Yeah, this way. And if we don't want to make on the other side, it's okay that we can simply simply okay. There are not much unique pieces for now. Again, this we haven't made these pieces, so this is a line and we need more. And play blue. I know it's look repeating, I don't care, it's too high. Yeah, this is, yeah, it's okay. We can figure this out still, and how much we need. Maybe this, yeah, this is high enough, so we can convert more, we can make more pieces. Then I'm not anyway not happy with the pieces we have, but we'll try. If we can make from single pieces, we can make and convert more better structures. I think we need to make more blueprint than using their pieces. They're not working for most of the cases. And what we can do is one more thing, which I can try. I'm not sure, I need to try it out how it works, but I can try it out here. So imagine I have I want to make this platform. So let's see if we have slabs type of rock. So is this how big it is? It's small. This is not even a rock. So ground roots we don't need. I need a actual rock and pedestal. Let's try with pedestal. Oh man, come on, this is so small. Ground rock is not big rock. Let's try big rock. How big this is and what it is. This is heck nice, and just and we select and create and move it here. But I'll show you what I want to show. You see, like if it's not working this one, but I'm just showing as a concept. Okay, so if I select all of them and if I create blueprint, maybe blueprint, create blueprint class, and there is scene, maybe not exactly, but there is this. I will check. But I'm trying to find out there is a type of blueprint class which you can select all of them in the scene, and then you can convert them into one object which you can edit, so it declutter the scene a lot, right? So yeah, so this is basically, I would say, like, I would call it a race in 2 hours, and we have a lot more people, and I will continue back with the other scene. Let me save everything. So I'll show you there was other scene. So this is not working out. We'll create on pieces basically, and this is the one I want to continue developing because I want to kind of work on it as a portfolio piece. So where we'll make most of the stuff from scratch. So I need to make all the blockouts, and then we'll set dress. Maybe I'll stream after an hour, or maybe we'll just do it tomorrow. But overall, this one I'm more passionate about. That I wanted to show because that is like my mentee is gonna work on it. So I just recorded it for them to explain how things work. So yeah, so this is, and I kept it live so you guys can also see. But overall, yeah, this is it for this there, and I hope next time there are more people. But for now, I will go have lunch, and I will catch you in the evening or maybe tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, for now, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.